So today we're going to talk about my upcoming motorcycle trip. I've been planning this trip for a couple months now, and it's getting closer, and I'm getting a little more anxious. It's probably the biggest motorcycle trip I've taken. It is the biggest motorcycle trip I've ever taken. It's not horribly long, but so it's 11 days on the road, then 7, 8, 9, roughly 9 days in Sturgis, maybe 10, and then 2 more days on the road, maybe 3. Not terribly long, but I've got a lot of things to figure out, and there's a few big things, like I'm going through the desert. And I'm going to go through some pretty hot areas. I'm going to be going across Oklahoma, New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, and top it off, going through Death Valley in July. So I'm trying to figure out what I need, what I don't need, what works, what don't work in this next month. I got roughly a month to prepare. Let's see, what's today? The 24th. Yeah, I've got less than a month to prepare, finish getting ready. And I got a lot to do, plus, school. But anyway, this is just some of the junk I've got. And we'll go through a little bit of it, but this isn't really the whole thing. So, I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff off here, just to give you some idea, I've got my monkey butt powder. This stuff comes in super handy. Keeps your butt a little dry. Your areas down here that like to hold sweat, stay hot. Got these for the desert. I'm going to make sure I take these a lot. I don't know if this liquid IV is the best choice. I'm going to try them out and I'm going to see. I'll let you know how I like them when it's all said and done. I've got some of these stuff sacks. Hopefully they'll help me pack my big gear up right. Maybe even compartmentalize it a little better. Just different things, so I don't have to dig through everything to get to what I want. I went and bought me a new pair of gloves. These are Fox Creek leather. I forget the name of them, but this is my old Fox Creek leather gloves. Yes, they're still good. I bought these. I didn't buy them. I got these in December 2016 as a Christmas gift, and they're still going well. Well, why did I get another pair of gloves? Well, when you run through rain and these need time to dry, I'll have another pair. Plus, they are, they've seen some use. They've got a fair amount of use. And if you're looking for gloves and stuff, leather products, Fox Creek leather, made in the United States of America. I don't know anymore if they get everything from America. I know my belt, so I've got this pair of gloves, a belt, and I bought a wallet. My son now has it. All of them have lasted quite some time. My belt, I don't know if I'll ever wear it out. But the buckle on the belt was made in Italy, so there's that. So got me a new pair of gloves. It'll throw them in my saddlebags and I'll wear them. I had to fix my helmet. I broke a little tab off of this right here. So there's a little tab up here. This right here holds the shield on. I leave the shield off except for when it's raining. I'll throw it on when it's raining. Helps you see a whole lot better instead of the water gathering on your glasses, and it doesn't come off. On the shield, it sort of blows away. Really helps out a lot. I've also got a new rain suit that I purchased back in last year about this time in one of those Prime Day sales. So I've got that. I also got this bag the wife bought me for, what did she buy me this for? Christmas. It's supposed to be a waterproof bag. So I'm gonna be trying it out. It'll get strapped onto the top of my luggage rack on the bike. But what we're talking about today is my tool roll. So everybody, you've probably seen my post about my tool roll and all my tools in it. And I like it. It's a pretty good roll. But there's a few things missing. So I am going to look at changing it up a little bit. I also did a video about this Harley Davidson tool roll. It doesn't say it on here. There you go. There's Harley Davidson. It was a decent little tool roll. I got it for free in a swag bag in Sturgis last year. So I'm going to combine some of the things from this into this. So originally I thought maybe I would be able to use this Bucket Boss tool roll. I really like it. It's got a canvas like material, and let's see, where was it made in the United States? No, it's not made in the United States, but I kind of liked it. It was a nice little deal, but it's mainly for wrenches and things like that. It's got 3 pockets right here, but they're very small. And the rest is for like wrenches and pliers and things. So it's not gonna work. Wish it was, but it's not. So I'm gonna use this one. I've got this one probably 2 years ago. Maybe, I don't know. This was another deal. It was a Prime Day sale. Yeah, it's Prime Day sale. So this is almost 2 years old, and I haven't used it. I think I'm gonna use it. So here is the size of this. Let's zip this up. This isn't packed all that well. I actually tested all this out to begin with. So there's this, here's this. This is going to take up a little bit more room. It's probably not going to take up any more room around, but length it will. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to take this and this. Now here's the deal. I've got a newer bike. I've got a 22. Doesn't have a ton of miles on it. As a matter of fact, it's got 20,600 miles on it right now. Hoping there's no issues, but like right now, I've got a miss. Not a miss. When I get in the throttle and maybe I'm a little too low RPM, it does some bad hesitating that it didn't do before. I'm gonna look into it, figure out what it is. I'm not too worried about it, but just little things. You never know when you need to look at something, you know, look at a spark plug or whatever. And with this kit, I didn't have the stuff to do that. I'm hoping to add in this, it'll give me a little more range of being able to fix things. It ain't just things on the bike. It's going to be things like, you know, your gear goes bad and you need to, you know, do something to help it go along. You know, your helmet, a screw comes out, you need something. So I've got some stuff in here and here that will help me fix that. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this up. I'm going to be fast forwarding a little bit. I'm going to pack this up and we're going to see what we got. This has a weird name on it. I don't know what that's supposed to say. There's a few different brands that are exactly the same. So there's that. So on this, I know I'm not going to need 2 of these. So that makes it smaller right away. I am going to need one of these pouches, at least one of these, maybe 2. I'll leave one empty for stuff, and then this tool roll. So I'm going to pull these off, get everything out of the way, and start packing it up. If you'll look, now that I've removed all that, it's just Velcro. It's got a few little elastic pieces, and on the other side, got a zippered pocket. It's got a clear plastic and netting inside. So with that to the side, I'm gonna start filling this up. This is the little wrench roll. It's a whole lot smaller than my bucket boss, but I don't think I need anything too big. So here's a few things I'm going to use out of here. First, I'm going to pack these wrenches. Figured good idea, pack those. Next, I'm going to go ahead, and even though I've got other stuff I'm going to take that have Allen in it, or Allen style, hex head, whatever you want to call it. See, I've got this right here, which is, I think it's all the Allen heads and all the torques that you need. And it's a snap-on tool that I don't think they make anymore, but it's specifically for Harley Davidson. It's, maybe you can find it on eBay. It is AWHD, maybe 8K. I don't know. I'll look it up. I'll put it in the description down below if I don't forget. Yeah, I haven't been able to find it online on Snap-on, but maybe you can find it. My cousin gave me this in lieu of a biker's bell. But anyway, it's nice to always have a regular L key, Allen key, whatever you want to call it, hex. So I'm gonna put these in there. We'll put this in there. It's a wrench. It includes a 3/4 and a 5/8. The 5/8 is used on the spark plug wrench. And let me show you it here. This is the spark plug wrench. So I can go over it, and then you can twist it off with this. What else am I gonna use? I think that's about it. Maybe I'm gonna take the spark plug gap gauge. It might come in handy. So I'm gonna pack all this up in here. I've already packed it once. I wish I would have made some type of diagram of how I packed it, because I got it just right. So what I'll do is I'm gonna lay everything out that I'm gonna put in here. We'll get stuff out from my other kit. I'm gonna put this screwdriver in here. This screwdriver is a Vessel crystalline. It comes with 2 sets of bits that fit in this right here. So there's a green top handle or bit holder that goes in here. I don't need it. I need the bits that are in this. This is my pair of locking pliers that I'm gonna carry with me. They're a pair of vice grip, DeWitt, made in DeWitt, Nebraska vice grips. Had them for quite a while. I swapped out a different pair and used these because these are better. Knipex. Yeah, someone's gonna correct me on how to say it. Knipex. Knipex, whatever. These are the pliers wrench. Love these things. And I'm gonna try to give you a link to some of this stuff down below. I'm not pulling out everything that I need. A knife, utility knife. This is a Milwaukee Fastback. Whatever you like, you can get. I like this one. I think that's it for putting in here. So let's cram all this in here and try to get it right. Start with these. What I'll do is I'll set it up to where I can put stuff on either side so it's nice and even. I'm gonna take a couple of these smaller ones and put in here, these L keys, because they wanna fall out. So I'll take the 4 smaller ones and put in one of these bags. So that's one thing I found earlier on when doing this. And I'm gonna throw these long ones right here. They just barely fit without using the strap. I don't want to use the strap, in other words. Okay, so this wrench here is going to take up room all by itself next to the hex keys. I think I'm going to put this small wrench right here. And then these 3 wrenches are 1/2 inch, a 10, and a 9/16. Now I've got all the wrenches in there. So with that said, I think I can use this small pocket to get this screwdriver in across from the hex keys. There we go. Then I'm going to put the needle nose locking pliers in that last hole, the Knipex in the next to the last hole. They don't fit super great, but they're in there and they're tight. There we go. And then this, I'm just going to put it up here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to offset it with the screwdriver so it's going to be a little bulky. There we go. Everything's in there. Let's roll this up and set it to the side. This elastic could have been a little tighter. It is what it is. Okay, next thing, I'm going to put a lot of the other tools in here. So what do we have? We have some zip ties. We have some rope, a little bungee. All that ain't going in here. I'm just putting tools in here, maybe some other stuff. So I've got my sockets, smaller sockets. This is 3/16 through 9/16. I could probably add a 10 to this and it wouldn't hurt. I've got my little icon set. I love this little set. With this, I've got a lot of bits doubled up, and that's a good thing. And this can be used as my ratchet for these, because it's got a little 1/4-inch bit, and I can put it in the little ratchet. I'll put you a link to my review of this right here. I think I've done a review on it. Got my little flashlight. It's a little stream light. Takes 2 AA batteries, I believe. So you need to check your batteries. I've also got another flashlight I think I keep in my tour pack. These are nice little flashlights. I'm keeping some rechargeables in there. Probably be a good idea to recharge them prior to going on my trip. But that's okay too, because like I said, I keep another little flashlight in my kit. So let's put that in there. Let's put my sockets on a mag rail in here. If you're wondering, these sockets are West. I got them at the Tool Barn in Coleman, Alabama. Let me get my glasses. It's tough getting older and you gotta wear doggone bifocals. Westward. We'll put that in there. Put this little tool in there. Put my little pry bar in there. This is a Lyle pry bar. It's got a magnet on the end. This is made by Lyle. It's got a little magnet on it. It's a nice little pry bar. And put this icon kit in there. And a buddy of mine last year on my trip, he gave me this E6000 multi-purpose adhesive. And I used it to glue my boot back together. So thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. And that's it for this bag. Okay? Set this over there. Next, I'm gonna finish this. Remember, this had a couple of tools in it. I'm gonna throw this little spark plug gauge tool and this little spark plug tool in there. And last but not least, let's throw all of my these pieces. I think it'd be good if I had me some duct tape in here. I might add that a little later. That might come in handy. Maybe even some baling wire. So throw these in there. Here's what I've decided to do. I know these will slide in easy in the tool roll pouch. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this pouch on the outside. Won't take up much room and they'll go in there easy. And it isn't really about the room, it's about making this as compact as possible. So there's that. Now, I throw all this in here. There we go. Now let's put this thing together. So now when something happens, I pull my tool roll out, throw it on the ground, and go to town. Now let's buckle this thing up and see how small she is. not horrible. Probably going to take up a little more room than I'm willing to give up, but we'll see. I can always go back to the other. I wanted to try something a little different. I am going to do some trial runs here later of me packing all my stuff up. A few things I'm still not sure about is if I'm going to take a tent and a sleeping bag, just in case I run out of time during the day and there ain't a motel in sight. Where that's probably going to happen is Death Valley, and that after Death Valley, like that day, because day 1, day 2 are already lined out. Day 3, I don't have a place to stay yet, but we'll figure something out. The rest of the days are kind of iffy, but from there on out, it's always possible I could end up sleeping under the stars. Hopefully I can find a place where I can do that. Really don't want to sleep out on the ground in the desert though, but we'll see how that goes. Hey, thank y'all for watching this video. If you don't mind, click that like, click that follow, and I'm going to post some content about my journey on my YouTube. I've tried to keep it motorcycle oriented, but I've really fell off on my content production here lately. So we're going to see what I can do and still make it interesting with tools. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all take care. Have a great week and be blessed.